You'll have to take this.
Live chatting? It's never been easier. Here's the live chat app. You can see 3 main sections: all chats, your current conversation, and visitors' details. Currently, Agent Smith is waiting for a message from the website visitor, Rick. Smith can see what is the visitor writing before the message is sent, so he has time to prepare.
Okay. Oh, we're going live. Good. Sorry about that little noise. YouTube Live is still new for me. I wanted to talk a little bit about how to close people in one phone call. And by the way, this is YouTube Live chat. You can put your questions in. I just came back from a trip from North Carolina. My name is Claude Diamond, by the way. I mentor people in real estate and gut sales training. And I have, 900 and something videos out there. I'm learning how to give good phone, how to close people, how to be real comfortable in your own skin on the phone. And I want to talk today about a deal I just did. And Dave Skolnick is here. Hello, welcome, Dave. And I just closed somebody in one phone call, a real estate deal. And this is so unusual for most people. It was for me at one time. I'm the former world's worst salesperson. The phone to me, this was a bloody cactus, okay? And sales was uncomfortable and everything else. And today, like I just said, I just closed somebody in one phone call. How do I do that? That's kind of what I wanted to share with you a little bit today, because you can do the same thing I'm doing. I'm nobody special. When we get on the phone with somebody, you got to be a little empathy is the word. What's going through their mind? Did they want to meet another salesperson? Did they want to meet a used car salesman? Or did they want somebody who kind of understands how they feel, ask the right questions? When I get somebody on the phone, a prospect, I do a lot of marketing. Social media marketing, by the way, is my specialty. I have no overhead in terms of marketing. I don't pay for Google AdWords or anything on other pages. I just put out content all the time. I'll save that for some questions later or for another video. I'm losing my voice today. Time for a sip of good Colorado Rocky Mountain water. I am in Winter Park, Colorado, 10,000 feet up. When I talk to people, I use a system, the gut sales system. I get right to the point. I don't do scripts. Those of you who know me, I disdain scripts. I hate scripts. I don't. Scripts to me, when I get a salesperson call me up and I know they're reading a script and they're saying the same old boring blather, you get those calls too, right? Those spam, garbage, robo calls. And all the telemarketers from some third world country who speaks really bad English. We hate those calls. When I call people, I get right to the point. I skip the script. I skip the begging. Salespeople sound like beggars to me a lot of cases. Okay. I just want to go, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, is the home sold already? I'd like to discuss with you and ask a few questions and make an offer today on your home. Would that be possible? I get right to the point. Maybe it's the New Yorker in me. I get right to the point. So when I speak to people, I say, why are we talking today? What do we hope to accomplish? I set what is called an agenda right up front on this. And I will take questions from you guys in the chat box here. I think it's on. It's working. Let me know if it is working. If you can, send a chat. Someone send me a test chat just to let me know it's on. I see Dave came on there, so I guess it is working. I do, in the gut system, there's 3 steps. Probably the most important step is what we call the agenda. Number 1, the agenda is about you sounding different, getting the prospect a little bit off balance. If you sound like a salesperson, they're going to treat you like shit. You've got to sound different. You've got to use the arts and science of psychology, of persuasion, of influence. When you get on the phone, get right to the point. Skip the whole kumbaya. Let's do a campfire and light s'more stuff. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. I know it works now. Get right to the point with people. Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, I'd like to buy your home today. Is your home still available? Hi, Benny's here. Test all good. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's very nice of you to say it. I like to keep it real. One of the things I discovered, Benny, is when I keep it real, you can be totally, what are the words everybody uses today? Authentic and transparency, right? What does that just mean? Being honest, being yourself, You don't have to be Claude Diamond or Gary Vaynerchuk or Grant Cardone. You don't have to be anybody else. Being Benny or Dave or just who you are is good enough. And I think people respond to that. They respond really well to that. So I get on the phone, I cut to the chase. I might do something called a pattern interrupt in the beginning. Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, I got your number here in front of me. Your home's probably sold already, isn't it? I should make you an offer today on that home. Can I? Should I? Something to get them a little off balance. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, I got your number in front of me here. This isn't about real estate, is it? Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, would you entertain an offer on your property today? Something just dramatic right up front. You want to engage them in that adult to adult. Hi, Alonzo. Thanks for joining. You want to engage them in that adult to adult conversation real fast. Skip the, hey, how are you today? I'm just reaching out. They hate that bullshit. They really do. You hate it too, don't you? You get these dopey phone calls all the time. Get right to the point with them. I'm interested in buying your home today. You mind if I ask you a few questions? You ask me a few. Maybe we can figure out a way to do business today. Is that all right with you? And at the end of this conversation, would you do me a big favor, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect? Would you fire me? That's right. Would you just fire me? You don't have to say you'll think about it. You'll get back to me. You're going to talk to your pet rock, light a candle in church, or something like call up your slew of attorneys. You can just say no to me. It's okay. It'll save us both a lot of time. How many of you, off the role play here, I do one person role plays, but I play both parts. How many times have we talked with somebody and it was all kumbaya, it was wonderful. Oh yeah, send me the information. I'll look over the contract. And then they go on the witness protection program. You can't find them. It's a waste of time. How many times have you been up late at night doing a contract? You send it to them. Then you send them a text. Did you get my contract? Then you text them. Did you get my contract? And then you call them and you get the voicemail. And then finally 2 weeks later, they get back to you. Well, we sold it to somebody else. You don't have time for that. I want you to think, act, and sound like a millionaire. I'm a transplanted New Yorker. No shit. Okay. One great thing about New Yorkers, we get to the point. We skip all the superfluous verbiage. We just get right to the point. Okay. Sean is here. Hello, Sean. Guilty as charged. We're all guilty. Thing is, we can work smarter. We can make so much money, guys. I give good phone. I talk to anywhere from 5 to 15 people a day. I do my marketing through social media. I have good calls, live calls. People call me. We just got a phone call before. I can't even take all the phone calls. What a good problem. People call me up with deals, want to buy properties, want to sell properties, make me offers. They want to hire me for gut sales training, mentoring, all that stuff. But when I speak to people, I want to skip the 30, 40, 60-minute boring phone calls where we talk about everything under the sun except how to go to the damn bank today. That's what we really want. Doofy says, I even use it on my friends when we were trying to figure out where to eat. You probably wouldn't want to go to a barbecue restaurant tonight, would you? That's great. And what is that? That's basic psychology. I've studied all the greats, and reverse psychology, redirection, whatever you want to call it, it works so darn well. It really does. Those of you, it's true though. It really is, Doofy. It's true. Read, if you haven't read my books, I've got a lot of books on the gut sales method, and they're on my webpage, claudediamond.com. But if you haven't read Cialdini, Cialdina, Robert Cialdini, The Psychology of Persuasion and Influence, he's a professor at a university of Phoenix or something. And he talks about how do you get people to say yes? How do you get people to want to do business? How do you make yourself exclusive and unique to people? You got number one, likability. They got to like you. And I'm not talking about phony bonding and rapport. You ever get somebody, they're doing a lot of this stuff. They're kissing up to you and you know it. They're just schmoozing you, as we say in New York, because they want to get their hand on your wallet. You've got to have what is called sincerity when you're speaking to people. It's okay to stroke and nurture and compliment, but you got to be a good actor. You got to get them to like you. Then you've got to move on by the questions you ask and by how good a listener you are. You want to get to trust. If they trust you, man, it is blank check time. And then you want to open Pandora's box, say, why are we talking today? What is your biggest challenge? And I'm going to let you in on a little, and you want to get some information from them. You want to go from agenda step, setting up the format, the roadmap, and you want to get to qualification. You need to know the time frame, the money, the needs and greeds, the problems, and all the other things that are real important to qualify that prospect up front. And I'll let you in on a little secret. One part of the gut, one of the most effective things that I use in the gut sales method. Are you ready for this? If you're taking notes, you don't want to miss this. I use something called redirection. I go in the complete opposite direction of where they're expecting. I'll say something like, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, why are you selling this home? You've been in it 20 years. Stay another 20. It's a nice home. I looked at it on Google Maps. I've already checked the comps and everything. You're in a great place. You've made super money. You've been in it 20 years. Stay there. Stay in that house more. Well, we decided we want to sell. Well, you woke up one morning and you just decided to sell the home that you've been in for 20 years. Come on, what's going on here? That's a beautiful home. Don't you have memories? You said you have 3 children, didn't you? Don't you have a lot of good memories and the marks on the wall when the kids grew up? Why would you want to I wouldn't want to get rid of a home that has so many good memories. What's really going on here? Can you help me out? And what we're trying, off the role play there, we're trying to get to the truth. See, your competition, they're going to just do the obvious stuff. Well, hi, I'm going to help you. I can make you an offer. I can teach you. I can do a wholesale real estate deal, a rent to own and everything. And they go, they're out. Okay. And you don't get the honest dialogue you want. We want that transparency and authenticity, that truth. Do you ever have a prospect and they go to you and they say, well, to tell you the truth, or to be perfectly honest, finally, that's when you're getting to the adult to adult conversation. You need the truth. You need the facts, but you don't get it when you're having that mutual admiration society, garbage scripted phone call. You've got to get to the honesty. Which book teaches complete method? How to Sell with Guts is here. Let me grab a quick copy here. I'm not doing a commercial. Don't worry. I've written a lot of darn books. Here, let's see. The best book. Where is it? I got more books here. Son of a gun. Got too many cupboards here. Oh, there we go. I think my favorite book, if we're going to do a Claude Diamond's book review, and these books are on Amazon and on eBay and everything. This is the book, the more of the academic book, How to Sell with Guts. Okay. But the book you should really read first, 2 books, is The Mentor, The Gut Sales Method. This is a story, actually. It's a business novel about a guy who can't sell. It's really my story. And he meets the world's greatest salesperson. And he takes this guy, this schlub who can't sell. He can't give away money. He sucks so bad at sales. And he teaches him how to go from rags to riches. By thinking different, sounding different, raising his confidence and self-esteem. This is the book you should read first. This book will explain more academically the other book. I'm not doing a commercial, guys, but it was a nice question. Thanks for asking. This is my first book. The Mentor Teaches the Gut Sales Method. This is principles of success that have helped me to grow this wonderful business I have. I have a great life thanks to giving good phone. Thanks to my mentor, Max. On that. So that's it. Reed Cialdini, absolutely great book. You can watch his videos for free also on YouTube. Great stuff. I'm an Audible fan. I listen to books on Audible every week. I just love learning about health, about business, about sales, about real estate. Learning never stops. School is never over. We're in a changing environment, changing interest rates, changing politics. Do you think politics are going to affect business and real estate and sales? You better believe it. I want to go back to that one point that I was talking about. Thank you, Tony. Good to see you. I'm glad it's good bathroom reading, right? The thing about it is I go in the opposite direction. You guys remember Seinfeld? Remember that one where George, his kind of bumbling little friend, and he said, every natural instinct he has is wrong, so he's going to do the opposite. He goes up to a girl in the cafeteria where they always eat, and he says, hi, my name is George. I'm unemployed, and I live at home with my parents. And this beautiful blonde girl says, here's my phone number. I love your honesty. And then he gets a great job with the New York Yankees. Sometimes you got to go in the opposite direction in sales. Instead of sounding like the typical person, like all your competition is boring. Don't even worry about your competition. If you're using the gut sales method, you will blow them away because people want someone they can like and trust. What do you want them to say about you when you get off the phone? So what I do is I'll say, well, why do you want to sell the home? Or, oh, really? Why don't you keep the home? Or why don't you hire a realtor to sell your home? Why are you trying to sell it yourself? I will say the things that most people will never say. Why? Because that forces, when you go in the opposite direction, either positive or negative redirection, we call it. And it's in my books, by the way. When you go in the opposite direction, people have the need. It's a human need to correct you. Well, we're selling the home really because we want to move. We want to buy a smaller home. We want to take the money. We're behind in our payments. When you get to the truth, then you know how to sell them. But if you just give them features and benefits, you'll get the usual benign answer. You'll sing Kumbaya together. They'll say, thanks for the information. Send me more information. I'll think about it. Boom, you didn't make any money. And that's the greatest sin of all. You can close people in one phone call. My word of honor. I do it all the time. Claudia, my wife, was in here. You'd believe her more than me because she can't lie. Something in her DNA, okay? The truth is, when I get on the phone, I can get to the point with people. I'll make an offer. I'll tell them it's okay to say no to fire me, but I'll find out their needs and greets, what we call their emotional quotient. Why don't you have your books on Audible? You are right, Gerald. You are completely right. I stand corrected. You know what? I'm actually working on it. My new book, The Rules. This is my brand new, and this is some fun. I had so much fun writing it. It has the Godfather close, the I don't know close, no presentations, how to make money today. It's got goofy little Claude pictures in it, and this was a labor of love. I'm making this into an Audible book. Yes, I will. Don't ask me a date, but I am working on that too. I take on a lot. I will never retire. I love my business. It's freedom to me. Have you guys ever had jobs where you're looking at the clock all day long? I just flew from our place in North Carolina. And there was a girl in a little electronics store, and she was like that. And I said, does the time really drag here for you? She said, I hate this job. I'm looking at my watch all day long. My job, I get up real early. I got up this morning at like 5:15, did my exercises and things like that. So I stay young. So your Uncle Claude stays young and beautiful for you. And so the day just flies by. I'll glance at my watch. It's 4:30, 5:30. It's dinner time. I love that. You got to have passion and enjoy what you do. But the theme of today, hi, Sean Osby. Hi, Claudia from Sean Osby. But thank you, Gerald. I'm gonna put them on audiobooks. You're right, Gerald. Thank you. You guys, you nag me more and more about that because I'm a hypocrite. I write books and I read a lot of books, but I love Audible. Are there any Audible fans out there? It's a bargain. What is it? I think it's $11, $12 a month, and I get all these books. And if you don't like the book, you ever start a book you don't like, you can get a credit for it. It's a really great company. It's through Amazon, I think now. Closing people in one phone call, though, when you're able to focus on, you've got a problem, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, this is the solutions I would offer. If I could solve your problem in a reasonable time frame that met with your budget and gave you the results you're looking for, what would you say to me next? Can I send you a contract? And I'll tell you what, if I send you a contract, would you just do one thing for me? Could we speak again at 4:30 this afternoon on video? By the way, I'm big on video. Why? Because when you speak face-to-face with people, you have a better chance of closing them. Duh, right? So use Zoom, use Skype, use Facebook Messenger, use FaceTime if you have an Apple iPhone. I love FaceTime. I call up people all the time. 50% of the phones out there are Apple phones, and Apple has a built-in dedicated video system. Use it, because when you're face-to-face, you're in a better selling environment to close in one phone call. That's how it is. Do we have any questions here? My voice is going really fast here today. Going to have a sip of Claudia's good coffee. Yes, I get 3 to 5 per month. Yeah, me too. I love audiobooks. If you do you ever get one good idea from an audiobook or a book you're reading, and that one great idea translated into saving you money or making you more money. That's what business is about. I think there's a lot of garbage from some of these gurus out there that you have to have a lot of employees, you have to hire a lot of people, you have to spend a lot of money on marketing and advertising and mailers and all that stuff. You know what? I do all. I like Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a great guy, by the way, personally. And Gary espouses some books, The Thank You Economy, Crush It, and all he talks about is the social media revolution. Getting on social media and giving people value and content and being hopefully entertaining and not a snooze fest, not a cure for insomnia. You can generate all the leads you want for your real estate or any business just by putting out social media, live broadcasting on YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, videos. I have over 900 and I think 20 videos now on YouTube. Thank you for you guys. I've got thousands of subscribers. I'm really grateful to them. And they share and you get leads. People call me, fax me, not fax. Do you get faxes anymore? It's the most useless thing in my office here right now. They call me, they text me, they email me. I get direct phone calls from people. I go, what do I say at the end of every one of my videos? Call me, I answer my own phone. I want quality prospects all day. Give me 5 people a day and I'll close somebody in one phone call. Now if that sounds like bragging, it's not, it's the truth. It took me, but I always wasn't like that. It took me a long time to get to this very happy place. But you've got to learn a system of sales that combines psychology, human behavior, the games. Why do people play the games they do? Why do they say, I'll think about it, when all they want to do is say no? Okay. And then we talk about everything except directly what we're both there for. They have a problem. We have a solution. We have a product to sell. They need that product. They want to buy a home. I want to sell a home. They want to do a deal. I know how to consult on that deal. Let's find that out up front. In 3 minutes. I had someone ask me, yes, I'm a domainer. I have sold some 6 to 25. Nice going. Good for you, Gerald. Someone asked me last week, Claude, what's this about the 3-minute timer? All my students get this 3-minute timer. I have it on my desk. Do I close people in 3 minutes? No. But in 3 minutes, instinctually, by asking questions and listening, I want to know, do I have a real prospect or am I just going to have a wonderful BS session and waste 30, 40, 50 minutes? How many times have we done this where we're just doing this free consulting with people and we didn't make any money? I'm in business to make money today, to give people good value, do business honestly and ethically, but I'm in business to pay the cable bill. Okay. I'm in business to have freedom and a good lifestyle. And you've got to learn in the first couple of minutes, do you know whether or not you have a prospect on the phone, someone who has the need, the money to pay for the need, it's on a timely basis, they have the authority to make a commitment and the character to keep it. Those 5 things. Can you find that out instinctually in your gut? Maybe I should call a sales system something like that. Can you know instinctually whether or not that is someone you're going to do business today, or you're just doing free consulting all day long? I think why not just go for it? Okay. Sales is dangerous. I always say that. But sometimes you just got to go for it. Get to the point. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, I can help you with this problem. If I have a solution for you, would you be willing? Do you have the money to pay for this property? Would you sell me this property, price or terms? And I get to that in the first phone call. And if I don't, after I get off that phone, I do a diagnostic on myself. I beat myself up. Oh, I didn't follow my own system. I should have asked this. I should have got off the phone 15 minutes ago. I should have done something. I have a national real estate domain that can be used for the entire U.S., UnitedStatesInvest.com. Good for you. That's great. Does that give you leads? Do you generate leads? How do you do something I call marketing virtual attraction marketing? I don't want to chase people. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to spam them. I don't want to have robocallers. I don't want to annoy good people out there. What I want to do is attract people who have a need. In real estate, somebody in your town right now needs to buy, sell, or invest in a home, or has a problem with a property. They're looking for solutions. Are you making enough? Are you putting out enough social media so that they can find you? Are they, if you live in Florida, Gainesville, and somebody's looking to buy a home in New York and they type in Gainesville real estate and you live in Gainesville, are you going to find that New Yorker? Are they going to find you? Are they going to see your videos, your Facebook page, your web page? Are you going to have an incentive so they get a free book, How to Buy a Home in Gainesville, Florida? Are you going to attract them to your database? With incentives and great content. That's what Gary Vaynerchuk talks about. That is what I have adapted to my real estate business. Zero marketing expenses, guys, and I attract quality leads every day. Good people who have a need. Do I close everybody? Of course not. Nobody does. But I can tell you right now that if you do your marketing the right way and you put out good content, you offer incentives, they call you, they email you, they text you, they will schedule. On my webpage, I have something unique. I have a schedule where anybody can schedule 15 minutes with me. Claudia Jane just walked in the room. Honey, do I close people in one phone call?
Absolutely.
Did I just do that in North Carolina when we were there? What was that?
Absolutely.
What day was that?
It was the 10th.
It was the 10th. What? Okay. One phone call.
It was last Friday.
Yeah. It was somebody who wanted to do a deal, saw my video, wrote me a nice email. I said, call me up. Let's talk about it. Person called me up. 38 minutes later, boom, contract. That's gut selling. That's what I'm talking about. A husband and wife working together can make a lot of money if somebody knows how to give good phone all day long. Steve Driscoll, always great stuff. Thank you, Steve. That's going to cost you a bagel or something. Steve's my buddy in Queens, New York. Steve has sent us fantastic.
Yeah, we just had some of that tomato
We
sauce
just had
the
that
other
tomato
day.
sauce on some pasta Steve Driscoll sent.
Yes,
It was from Little Italy. Best tomato sauce ever, Steve.
No.
He sent us bagels once, and I'm not begging here. I'm just thanking. I'm just very grateful. I'm a transplanted New Yorker. I live in California and Colorado, and guess what? You can't get out here. You can't really get great bagels or great pizza out here. I know I'm going to piss off all the pizza people and everything like that, but man, they just don't know how to make it. Hi, Claude. It's Michael B. Michael Buckles is in the building from Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, Michael. Michael is a man who embraces the gut sales method. He's a true rags to riches story. Michael, I'm so proud of him. He is going out there and giving good phone all day long. Imagine you can get on the phone. You can speak to people comfortably. You can have these great conversations. Say, it's okay to fire me, but I'd like to help you. I'd like to make an honest buck. Can we do business today? I've made a decision. Let's do business today, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect. Is it okay with you? It's okay to say no, but the problem will still exist. I can get you into a home. I can get you out of a home. I can show you how to invest in a home. What would you like to do next? That kind of honest, direct dialogue is exactly what people are looking for today. They can get the benign blabber BS stuff from 99 and 9/10% of your competition. But you learn guts. 3 simple steps, guys. Agenda, qualification, close. 3 simple steps like a staircase. Learn all the baby steps. And I'll tell you, it'll change someone also asked me, did your personality change as you became more confident in sales? I've never spoken about this before. And I think it's true. Am I a different guy than when I was 17, 18 years old?
Oh, tremendously.
I was shy.
Yeah.
I was shy.
Very confident.
We went on dates. I had to write little crib sheet notes, talking points. Okay. I mean, that's shy. And today here, I love what I do. I sincerely like helping people. I like having my own business. I'm a horrible employee. How many of you out there are horrible employees? You're unemployable at this stage of your life, and to me, the true missing link is sales. It's the $1 million skill. You learn it and you study it, you practice it every day. One of the things, I have mentoring students. I have a lot of mentoring students in 18 different countries, and I teach them to not only speak to strangers and set up a marketing system so they're speaking to 5 people a day, but I also teach them to speak to regular people. When you go out to the Walmart, the Starbucks, I had a quick story before I go. We just got back from North Carolina, Pinehurst. And I had all these free coupons from Southwest. That's, Grant Cardone has his own jet and everything like that. And Gary Vaynerchuk flies on private jet. We have our own private jet too. It's called Southwest Airlines. Anyway, we use it enough. They give me free coupons for drinks. I had like 4 or 5 free coupons. I don't want to drink at 10:30 in the morning, and they were going to expire. I go to the flight attendant, come over here. I said, I want you to buy 5 people drinks on me today. I said, here, give these coupons out. And she said, oh, that's so nice. And everything. And then people were coming over to my seat on the flight, total strangers, right? And we're saying, thank you for that drink at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm making friends on the airline. What's the one thing you don't want to do is start yakking with some strangers on the airplane because you can't get away. I had all these people coming in, engaging, saying, really sincerely, just saying thank you. You've got to practice engaging people, making people smile, making people like you. You get so good at that when you're practicing all day long, going to the Jamba Juice or whatever, wherever you go, Chuck E. Cheese. So anyway, nobody here goes to Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Parlor, I hope, right? Boy, is that an annoying place. You practice with real people, and then you go to your real phone calls, and you have the confidence. You have the gravitas. You have what you need to go get right to the point and close people in one phone call. I'll drink to that. I like that, Steve. Absolutely. Me too. Here. In case of emergency, break glass, right? Not against a good drink. I just can't do it in the morning. It just makes me want to go to take a nap, and I take naps every day anyway, power naps. Anyway, if you guys got a quick question, we've been on 31 minutes. I'm losing my voice, but I wanted to share with you that you could close in one phone call if you have the guts to try. Just be honest with people. Get right to the point. What's your biggest challenge? What's your problem? Why don't you go in the opposite direction sometimes? Hey, give it to a realtor. Sell it yourself, Mr. Prospect. Well, I tried that and everything. Oh, didn't it work? Really? By going negative or opposite, you can make a lot of money. Dave Skulnick, Claude, without a doubt, Grant is good, but it is way scripted and high pressure. Reminds me of a guy who trains obnoxious car salesmen. Claude, keep it low key. Grant is I like Grant. I think he's funny. I think he's amusing. I've got a lot of respect for him as a businessman. He can fill up a Las Vegas casino, okay? And he loves I think passion is what you see in Anthony Robbins and certain people. Gary Vaynerchuk, definitely. When you see that someone really loves what they're doing and they give unbelievable value in the videos, in the marketing, you're telling yourself, this person's not threatened by giving out this information. All they're doing is virtually attracting more people. You get more prospects, you put them in that gut sales mode, you set your agenda, you do your qualifying questions with redirection, positive and negative redirection. This takes a while to learn. It's not easy, I'll admit it. But when you have it, man, you are free the rest of your life. And that's a great feeling. You guys know my definition of success. I'll say it one more time. It's take everything away from me, except for Claudia. See that?
Yeah.
I'm covered.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hey, I am a sales trainer.
Conversation
I am a
this
sales
video.
trainer, dear. Seriously, take it all away. The houses, the cars, the money, the savings that we've worked hard a lifetime for. Take it away. Get me to, I don't have a phone, but I have this. Get me to a phone and let me healthy and let me have a gut sales method. Give me a good product or service to sell. I'll be back on top. I'll be a 1%er in 30 days or less. When you have that much confidence, when you have that skill set, ladies and gentlemen, you are free the rest of your life. Absolutely. Hey, you guys are great. Thanks for always joining me. It's truth. It's the truth, Gerald. I really believe that. Hey, you guys, go out and make some money. Go out and sell something. Pick up that phone right now. Call up some old prospects. If you don't have any old prospects, save your old prospects, by the way, because people do change their minds sometimes. The person who says no today doesn't have the money today, doesn't have the motivation. Give them a score. Call them back in 30, 90, 120 days. You might be surprised. Set up a system so you can always follow up with people who contacted you at one point. Do your marketing, virtual attraction marketing to attract new prospects. And yes, my birthday is coming up soon, June 6th, D-Day. I'm going to run, Tony, you can join me. I am going to run 33 and a half miles up here at 10,000 feet. in Winter Park, Colorado on my birthday, June 6th. So if anybody wants to join me, you're more than welcome. You got to bring a lot of water, man. Absolutely. And that gives me an excuse to have a gigantic corned beef sandwich at Randy's Irish Pub. It's a great little restaurant we have here. Hey, nobody deserves success more than you folks. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Watch those videos on YouTube. Give me those thumbs up if you like this stuff. It motivates me to do more. And hey, you deserve all the success you work hard for. Take care. Bye-bye.